We trace our history to the early 1900s when interest rates were high and long-term farm loans were scarce. The lack of credit was crippling agriculture. So in 1916, after many studies, Congress passed legislation establishing the Farm Credit System, whose purpose was to be a reliable source of credit for farmers and ranchers, a mission that we continue to fulfill each day. Now you may be wondering how we fit into the history of the Farm Credit System, and believe me, it is an incredibly interesting series of events, which you can read more about on the website. However, we'll summarize it by saying that as a result of this legislation, 12 district banks were set up across the country, one of which was the Federal Land Bank of Texas, which was designated to support what is now known as the Texas Farm Credit District. The Federal Land Bank of Texas later became the Farm Credit Bank of Texas, where you are standing today. We're owned by the 14 lending co-ops that make up the Texas Farm Credit District, serving Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Mexico, and Texas. These 14 lending co-ops are in turn owned by their borrowers, who are farmers, ranchers, agribusiness, and rural homeowners. As a wholesale lender, we provide loans to these 14 lending co-ops, as well as 2 other financing institutions, using funds that come from the sale of highly rated farm credit bonds and notes. They are then able to provide loans to their customers for rural real estate, agribusiness, and agricultural production. While other lenders may lend to agriculture when it's easy, financing rural communities is all we do, and our enduring strength lies in this cooperative structure because it gives our customers, and their customers, a vested interest and voice in our business. In addition to funding, we provide our affiliated co-ops with credit expertise, centralized IT, accounting systems, and HR services to help lower their operating costs. We also participate with other lenders in large capital markets loans to food, agribusiness, energy, and rural utility and communication companies to offer financial solutions for even the largest rural customers. We're regulated by the Federal Farm Credit Administration, whose board is appointed by the President of the United States. Here at the bank, we are governed by a 7-member board of directors, 5 of whom are farmers or ranchers elected by the customers of the 14 lending co-ops that own the bank, and 2 who are appointed by those elected board members. Our senior management oversees the day-to-day operations of the bank delegated to them by the board of directors. If you'd like to learn more about the organization of the bank, check out the full organization chart in the training resources.